Hi friends, welcome to my channel Maths Club. Maths Club provide you a free YouTube channel. Today I am going to we are going to learn another important topic on operating system, that is process state transition diagram. Description, the question will come like describe process state transition diagram. This is very important for BCA, BTech, MCA and others competitive exam like NET exam and GATE exam. So just I am describing here the process state transition diagram. Okay, process state transition diagram. When the process is created, then it is in new state. Firstly, new state. This is the new state. This is new state. New. First is new. Okay. When the process created, when the process created, it is in new state. It is in new state. It is in new state and then admitted into ready state and then admitted into ready state. Admitted into ready state. Okay, after creating a process that is known as new state, then it admitted into ready state. This is called a ready state. Admitted into ready state. Admitted into ready state and then admitted into ready state and then the scheduler dispatch the process. Then the scheduler dispatches the process into running state. Okay, first creation. After creating, the process comes in ready state, then by through scheduler the process dispatches the process into running state, like running state. The process ready to that is ready state to running state. The process goes into running state, like this is running state. This is running state. Or you can say running state is known as CPU. Here running state means CPU will contain here. CPU will contain here. Okay, process after ready state, then process goes into running state through scheduler dispatch. You can say dispatch, DES. Okay, DES, PATCH, dispatch, ready to running state. Okay, ready to running state. Now when the process comes in running state, now when the, try to understand, Now when the process comes to running state, then we have three cases. Then we have three cases. Number one, exit. That is, suppose after running a state, it goes into exit like this. Goes exit after running a state, then go for exit. That is called that is exit, or you can say terminated. Go for exit for terminated. That is case 1. This is case 1. Okay, so case 1 is exist. This is case 1. Exist. Number 2, case 2, that is interrupt. Case 2. This is case 2. Interrupt. That means when it interrupted by another process, then it goes running to ready state. That is interrupt. Then goes into this is actually case 2. Next, case 3, that is IO operation. IO operation, that is case 3. IO operation means from running to IO operation. That is waiting. Okay, that is waiting. This is IO operation. Okay, IO operation. Then it comes into ready state. This is case 3 actually. This is case 3. This is, you can say, IO completion. After IO completion, this is in waiting for IO. After completion IO operation. It goes into again ready state. That is running to waiting. Case 3, running from running state. There are three cases. Suppose there is no interruption, so it will terminate it. Execution completely, then it will terminate. That comes exit. Okay, this is case 1. Number 2, interrupt. Suppose another from running to, the process will go for that is when an high priority process comes, then it is interrupted the current process, then into this is called case 2. The interrupted, then it goes into ready state. Okay, case 3, that is suppose in case 3, suppose the process want to read something, then it goes for IO operation. It needs, suppose IO operation, in this case go for waiting. That is IO operation. After complete IO operation, it goes into again ready. Then ready to running a state, then it will terminate. This is okay. Now I will discuss now one by one. That is case 1, case 2, case 3. In when exit, case 1, suppose case 1, I am telling now case 1, exit. That is after finished execution, that is running to terminate. Exit, that means in this running to terminate directly, that means finished execution, then exit to terminated. That is no interruption. That is no problem for execution. That is properly executed. That is ready to running the process, creating process, then ready, then running. If there is no interruption, there is no problem for execution, then it will exit. It will exit, that is terminated. This is case 1. This is case 1. Now case 2, that is interrupted. Suppose they are interrupted. Now interrupted I am discussing. Case 2, that is interrupted. Interrupted. Okay. Then suppose there can be an interrupt. There can be an interrupt when the process was being executed. When the process comes in running state, then they can be interrupted by other process. That is, suppose the current process is P1, some other high priority process P2 comes, then the current process P1 was interrupted and it goes back to ready state. P1 goes to ready state because P1 is the current process and P2 is the high priority process. Back to ready state. Back to ready state. Again this process ready state. Again this process again dispatch and go for running state, then go for execution. After that is go for ready P1 current process comes in ready state, again through dispatching it comes into running state, then it will exit. Go for execution and finish when finishes the execution, then exit or terminated. After finishing execution, then it goes exit. Okay, that is terminated. Okay, this is case 2. Now in case 2, once again you can say here in running state, I am discussing case 2 interrupt. Here in running state, CPU send the less priority process to ready state, the high priority process comes in running state. That is in case 2 you can say, we can write also here in running state, case 2 running state, that is here in running state, here in running state CPU sends the less priority process. I already told this is P1. Suppose P1 is the less priority process. P1 less priority process. P1 to ready state as high priority process comes in running state, as high priority process comes in running state, Case 2, that is when high priority process comes in running state, then previous process, that is current process, interrupted and it goes into ready state. So this is ready state. Now case 3, that is IO operation. This is case 2. Now case 3. When the process comes in, current process comes in running state, suppose the process needs for IO operation, then when the process is in running state needs some IO operation, like suppose for example P1 is the current process, P1 wants to access, suppose P1 wants to access monitor, access to hardware, or you can say read or write something, etc. At that time the process P1 goes into waiting state, that is from running state to waiting state for IO operation. For order the IO operation, it may be access to monitor, it may be access to hardware, it may be read something or write something, then it goes for ready state. Then after completion IO operation, it goes back into again in ready state, and then dispatch for running state. Again the process dispatch again and then dispatch for running state, and then go for execution. Running state, then go for execution. Once finish the execution, then then exit to terminate. Then exit to terminate when the process goes for when the finishes his execution. Okay, so these are so those are the states of process in which they can be executed. This is the actually a state transition diagram process. This is the figure. In figure you can say this figure is known as state process state transition diagram. Once again I am telling shortly, that is, first when the process created, then it is in new state, it is in new state, and then admitted into ready state, then through dispatch it will comes in running state. The process comes in running state. When the process is in running state, then the three cases have been arised. Number one, directly when there will be number one, directly exit after finishing his execution without any interruption, without any problem. The process goes for after finishing his execution, then go to terminated, that is exit. This is one of the cases, case 1. Now case 2, when the process is in running state, suppose there are high priority process comes in, then the current process, say P1 goes into ready state, then high priority process I have written here. When the process comes into running state, then here I have written here in running state, CPU sends the less priority process P1 to ready state, as high priority process comes in the running state. Then interrupt in the current process will interrupt and goes into ready state, then through dispatch scheduler it will again come into running state, then terminate for after finishing his execution, then terminated. So this is case 2. Now then case 3. Case 1, case 2, now case 3. Case 3, suppose when the process is in running state, this is very, very important. The case 3, for case 3, when the process is in running state, case 3, suppose the process need IO operation, then he goes into waiting for IO operation. That is, this is case 3, that is waiting for IO operation. After completing IO operation, it goes into ready state, then through this scheduler dispatch it will come into running, and then after execution it will terminate. Okay. Now one thing is very important in case 3. Here the current process is needs suppose IO operation. That is, here CPU is not sending the process for IO operation. The process itself goes into waiting state. CPU is not sending. The process P1 itself goes into IO, goes into waiting state for IO operation. The CPU is not sending. This is very, very important part. The CPU is not sending for IO operation. The process itself goes into IO operation for suppose for need some IO operation. That is, for what are the IO operation? Like it may be access to monitor. Suppose the process need access to monitor, access to hardware, read or write something, etc. These are the state transition diagram of the process. So this is very, very important topic for BTech, BCA, MCA, MTech and others competitive exam. I think you understood very nicely. So nextly I will come with my new video, that is thread. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much once again.